Good morning. Thank you for joining me today for Monday morning devotion. Yesterday in church, our pastor read a verse from Lamentations, chapter 3, and the verse is 21. And it goes like this: Yet this I call to mind, therefore I have hope, because of the Lord's great love. We are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. What a great promise from God's scripture, that his love is great, we are not consumed, his compassions never fail. What a great thought to think that every morning is a new morning, a fresh start, and that he is faithful. The word there, the Lord is my portion, always struck me as something a little weird. And Pastor did expound on that yesterday, but as he was talking, my mind was wandering. And there's another verse that in the Psalms that uses this verbiage as well. It's Psalm 73:26, and it says, "Whom have I in heaven but you? The earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." So portion, that's just kind of a strange word. But as I was thinking about it, I reflected back to one of my friends who has an adopted child from an orphanage. And she said that when she first came to their home, she would huddle over her food and hunch and just put her arms around it. And like she was protecting her food, because in the orphanage, she got a portion and it was never enough. And the other children were always taking away her food. So when she got there, she was afraid that she wouldn't have enough, and she was always protecting the food that they gave her. And she got really upset if they would take it away before she was done eating. And of course, then I think about when you go to a restaurant and you get your portion of food and the waitress is a little bit busy and she just goes to take it and you're not done. You're like, no, there's a little bit left of my plate. I'm not finished. And then I have friends who their portion, they like a double portion of everything, and then others who eat like half of what's given to them. And so God knows what our portion is. He won't give it and then take it away. And those pictures just gave me like just this comfort and hope that God knows what I need and he's going to provide for me. He's my portion, just not financially or what I'm eating on my plate, but spiritually. He knows what I need. Physically, he's there for me. He's my portion. And I love that concept of God being my portion and giving me just what I need for each day for him. Of course, we have to seek him out. We have to spend time at his feet in order to get that portion. But he is our portion. And even though in Psalms here, even though our heart and our flesh may fail, we may have a hard time in life and things may not always go as we had planned, he becomes our strength and our portion. So I hope that encourages you today. It certainly did encourage me. I also want to mention, I don't do this very often, it is Christmas time, and perhaps you have someone who would benefit from a devotional. I have a couple. These books were written from a Bible study that I conducted during some summer months. I like to do that in the summer with some ladies, and we met on the beach and studied these things. The first one was Encounters with Jesus by the Water, and this book is just written about things that Jesus did near the water. And it's encouraging and also challenges you in your faith if you just take one little chapter at a time. There's a place to write notes afterwards, whatever God has spoken to you. I recently had someone use this as a Bible study, and they loved it. So that's also an option if you're looking for a Bible study this winter. You can put some ocean sounds on behind you and study. That kind of makes it an interesting thing. And then this one is my latest book. I'm working on one more right now. It's about forgiveness, but I'm not finished with it. This one is Encounters with God in the Battles of Life, and lessons that we can learn from King Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles. And it is also a great book for a devotional time, as well as for a Bible study if you're looking for something. Both of these books can be found on Amazon, or you can message me and I will mail them to you directly. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you next Monday.